the Tantalizing Tag Team Wrestling Podcast. What you should be watching.
Tantalizing tag team wrestling dreams. In the podcast world, they're the kings and queens. Laughs and stories under the spotlight's gleam. Together they conquer the ultimate team.
What's up, everybody? It's me, your boy, Tantalizing Tony, one half of the Tantalizing Tag Team Wrestling Podcast. Good morning. I know you guys are saying, what in the heck is going on today with this dude? Why is he up so early? Well, when you get home from Smackdown at 2 o'clock in the morning, it's hard to sleep. If I look a little jaundicey, I think my brightness is too high. Well, good morning to everybody. What's up, Wyatt? I was at SmackDown too. Hopefully I can get some help because I can't stand up and change my color, my likeness, because I'm in my underwear. If I stand up, I might get blocked. Bobby! It is Bobby, thank goodness. Bobby, off camera, please turn his brightness down. I can't stand up because I'm in my drawers. Don't hit the camera. Just yeah, your brightness is way too high. It's craziness. Yeah, that's fine. That's good. All right. So what's up, Instagram? It was a great show. I'll tell you what I had a problem with. Kira and I sat on the floor. And I've never heard this before in my life. So, I don't know if you guys have ever sat on the floor. But if you have, you know that you can't stand up during the match. Unless something big happens and then everybody gets up. But once the bell rings, when the match is over and they're exiting the ring, you can stand up and everything. But let me tell you what's going on last night. And I hope these people subscribe to my channel just so I can bash them. Parents, and I'm a parent. Parents are the worst. Me and Kira are sitting, let me get my exact ticket. Section C, row 8, seat 9 and 10. Not far from the rail. Good seats. Very decent, great seats. All right. Let me tell you, we saw nothing. Now, if you know me, I like to get to the show the minute the doors open and be inside, get the lay of the land, do my pictures, the whole deal. But we were caught in massive traffic. A 42-minute ride turned into an hour and 51-minute ride. So we didn't get to the arena until 7:49. Still enough time to get in. So thank goodness for that. We get to our seats, and please forgive me, I didn't eat last night. We get to our seats, sit down, people recognize us. Hey, whatever. What's up, guys? How you doing? The ring is this way to us. So it's right in front of us, maybe over to the side, like a 10-degree angle. Great seats. Except the entire family in the row, 2 rows in front of us, decided their kids were allowed to sit on top of the seat, like sit here. What's up, Sandy? All the way in Germany. So I'm like, Yo, show starting. Then these same kids are standing on the chairs. Now, during the entrance, okay, whatever. But during the match, I'm looking at people around me like, yo, you see this? It's crazy. I don't want to be a Karen, but come on, man. And I wasn't the first to complain. There were a few people complaining about these kids and their parents who didn't make them do anything. They make them sit down. So finally, security comes over. Security says, hey, you guys got to sit down. What's up, Yusuf? Good to see you too. They sit down. As soon as security walks away, they get right back up. Now, there's security attendants all on the wall. And people are like, yo, there's like 8, 9 people complaining now. So now we're like, yo, you got to sit down. They don't sit. Finally, I went to the guy. I said, I need a supervisor because this is ridiculous. Can you please tell them to sit down? They tell them, we told them already. Okay, so they're sitting on chairs now during the match. So guess what? We stood on chairs. Not just me. People behind me, not Kara. Kara's scared of everything. The literal second that we stand on the stairs, on the chairs, they're like, sit down. I'm like, well, what about them? Oh, we told them already. Oh, so they don't have to listen, but I do? Get me your supervisor. Immediately. So I was to the point where I was so frustrated. I told the guy in front with his kids, sir, we really can't see anything. We can't see anything, sir. Can you please sit down? And the kid's like, we can't see. Oh, excuse me, tough guy. I wasn't talking to you. I'm talking to your dad. Sir, I get your kids are small. They're probably like 7 or 8, Mikey's age. But they're not, it's not that they're just sitting. They're blocking everybody's view. And people are afraid to talk. People are always scared to say something. I'm from Brooklyn. I ain't scared of nothing. And I was polite because he's got children. And I get it. But if you're going to buy a floor seat for a kid, you're going to realize that people in front of him are gonna be blocking him too. This guy had no care in the world. He was like, whatever. I said, okay. Now I'm not going to get into a fight at Wells Fargo. Not going to get into a fight with my daughter there. But I was upset at this point. So now, other people are complaining about this guy. And he's getting attitude. He's like, oh, look what you started. So Kira goes and gets fries and a drink. So now that Kira's gone, I can act up a little bit. I said, listen, you're making this bigger than it has to be, bro. He was like, I paid $900. I said, okay, so what do you think me and my daughter paid if it's 2 of us? And we're on the floor 2 rows behind you. We're both on the floor. Well, what do you think? You think we got money to burn too? Please, for the last time, tell your kids to sit down so we can see. None of the people behind me like, yeah, sit down. It's getting heated. Now I'm looking up at the stands to make sure Kira's not coming because she's my parent. And I make sure she doesn't yell at me for, Dad, you started trouble. Dad, you always stood in something. So the coast is clear. So I sat back down. Now the Chelsea Green match is starting. I can't see Chelsea. I can't see anything. I didn't see that whole match. I was done after that. I said, bro, if you have any respect for anybody in this building, please tell your kids to sit down. The kid turns and goes and says, shut up. You little crumb snatching MFer. What? I said, see? And everybody's like, yo, you see how disrespectful those kids are? I said, well, you know where they get it from. They get it from the dad. Because look, he's still not telling them to sit down. And now they're standing up on the chairs. Security is doing nothing. Okay. I said, I'm not going to get into this with you, bro, because this is going to get ugly and I'm going to get thrown out because they'll throw me out. They won't throw you out. So supervisor comes and like, look, and I'm being loud about it. I paid good money for these seats. I don't care where you got to move me. Now I'm in the 8th row, mind you, on the floor. I said, move me to the rafters. I don't care. I want to watch the show. Just move my daughter and myself to a better seat so we can see. And I mean by better seat, visibility to the ring. I don't care if I have to go West Bubble, Kentucky. He said, yeah, just go. I'm like, yeah, I'm going to go because I'm not going to argue with you. But here's the problem, bro. You and your entitled kids are the reason why this world is the way it is. If your children hadn't been here, bro, if my daughter wasn't here, this would have ended bad for you. But I'm going to walk away now because I have a brand and I have a channel. By the way, everybody, and I show my QR code, right? And people start subscribing. So I get some subscribers out of it. I'm like, I'm going to go now. So I was walking away. People are like, yeah, Ted Lasso, Tony. So I hope you guys can still see me. I cannot see myself. There we go. Sorry. So as I'm walking up the rampway, he gives me the bird and it flips me off. And I look at him and I go, I give him the rock thing, and people start laughing and cheering. But my point I'm trying to make is that people need to control their kids. I work for the school district. And when I tell you that these parents, we guys, people, all teachers, if you're an educator in the school system, in the public school system, educators, janitors, paras, transportation, we are heroes. Because parents don't care about disciplining their kids. It's the worst. Anyway. I love to go through all the matches with you but I don't remember a lot of them. I will tell you this. We got a new United States champion, LA Knight. Yeah. Which is pretty cool to see. A nice title change at the Wells Fargo Center. But the two major things I want to talk about other than LA Knight winning the title are Bianca Belair, Naomi, and of course, Cody Rhodes. Cody Rhodes. So, hold on, guys. I'm doing this alone. Kira's sleeping. I don't want to bug her today. And speaking of kids, having kids, Kira and I have not been on the same page. Like, can you see the altercation? No, we were on the floor. Cameras weren't pointing at us. It was it wasn't a fight. Just me telling this guy about himself. So let's talk about Cody. Cody Rhodes. Came to SmackDown last night and told us what he thought about John Cena, the turncoat, the Benedict Arnold of the WWE, John Cena. This promo was crazy. A lot of people, still to this day, give Cody Rhodes a hard time about, oh, Cody's this and Cody's that. Cody's great at what he does. Oh, hold on a second, guys. We're live.
Yo,
We got the vlog where Matt Kim live on YouTube, Instagram, Twitch, the whole deal. What's up, Matt?
What's going on, everybody? How we doing?
We breathing. It's another great day. How you doing, my friend?
Not too bad. It was good to see LA Knight last night.
Yeah.
The dub.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let me talk to you.
Let me talk to you. Let me talk to you real quick. Let me apologize for the crappy footage.
Oh, dude, it's all good. You know the deal.
I did the.
And of course, you know WWE hit me with the strikes anyway. So.
Oh goodness.
Yeah, they took down 5 videos from the show. So.
Oh my goodness.
I know. You know the deal. It's part of my game.
Bro, I told you my situation with those kids, right? And their parents.
Yeah, I saw it.
Bro, I'm right now. I'm on the show telling people how these kids' parents, man, were the worst. But we moved, as you can see, finally. So.
Yeah, I saw that. What was their parents doing? Like
nothing, man. They didn't. The parents.
Exactly the point.
Bro, I told the dad, I said, yo, if my daughter wasn't here and your kids weren't here, this would have been a lot different for you, man. Because you are just rude and obnoxious. And his kids would tell me, shut up. His kids were like 7 years old, like Mikey's age, telling me to shut up. It was, oh my goodness.
Oh God, they're in for a rude awakening if that's what they're gonna be doing.
Bro, I'll tell you right now, they're lucky Mikey wasn't there because we would have had a battle royal last night, you know what I mean?
Yeah. That ain't good to teach your children that type of respect like that.
Terrible, bro. Terrible.
That's how you get them hurt.
Yeah, man. But it's what it is. What's going on, bro? You good?
Yeah, man. I'm chilling. Same old bullshit.
I got you.
You know the deal.
Yeah, I'm sorry about your strikes, bro. It's ridiculous.
Hey. They only sent me about 300 now in the past 2 years. So
Wow. Wow.
Keep them coming, baby.
Right on. They can't stop the train.
No. That's the thing. They know that too, so that's all they can do. But
right on.
Other than that, brother, I'm excited for Mania. I mean, the card seems kind of lackluster. I'm not going to overhype it, but I am super pumped for Cody Cena.
Cody Cena's going to be great. I think that as the days go on, the weeks go on, they'll up their game. Look, you know how it is, man. I think this is a really weird WrestleMania because of what's going on and who's available, and so we'll see. The Rock to me, as great as he is, he throws a monkey wrench in the whole storyline process. So we'll see what they do.
Here's my thing with that, right? So what are our matches we're actually looking forward to Mania? I'll tell you. I think, did Ripley get injured? Is that why she dropped the belt? I
don't know. I still think that they put her in a triple threat, but we'll see. I don't know.
I'm not really hyped for that one. The women's championship, Belair versus Io.
Right.
I'm not really. That to me is not Mania hype.
Great
athletes, great competitors. Not I love them both, but
if they throw Io in, then maybe. I mean, if they throw Ripley in, then
it's still it'll pass. But that's something you can run at like any PLE.
Right.
It's nothing like that stands out. Charlotte, Tiffy, not doing it for me.
Okay.
I love Tiffy. I love Charlotte. Just the feud was like forced. It's weird. Now Tiffy's a baby face. I think she should have had a heel run.
Me too.
That match just doesn't do it for me. Charlotte came out of nowhere. They're not really building that story. And then we fast forward to Jey Uso Gunther again. Am I hyped to see Jey Uso win the world title? Yes. Do we need to see Gunther versus Uso again for like the 6th time? Not really.
Right.
So it doesn't really scream Mania to me when I used to watch that match at every live event every week.
True
where
story.
Jey would just get his ass kicked. I'm trying to think. Hold on. Let me keep digging now.
We got Priest and
McIntyre
right.
again. Is that really WrestleMania-esque, or is that something that they could have ran even at like I don't know Backlash or any other PLE? You know what I mean?
Or main event, Saturday's main event.
Right there, that's a good main event, Saturday night main event. There you go. But is that Mania? I'm thinking WrestleMania now.
Right.
And I'm just it's not doing it for me. What you see how many tickets are available?
A lot.
You know why too? Which they're not even talking about this. It's on Easter Sunday. People aren't gonna friggin' blow off Easter for fucking WrestleMania.
Oh wow, I didn't realize it.
Yeah, it's literally right on Easter Sunday.
Wow.
Nobody's realizing that, but I realized that, and that's why I'm like, damn, I already committed to WrestleMania. I'm like, but I'm gonna be blowing off my grandmother and my family for Easter this year?
Right.
That's kind of like, what the hell? So that's not going to help them out either.
Definitely not.
Vegas isn't kid friendly.
That's true.
So like when parents aren't going to want to bring their kids to Vegas, like they will, but for WrestleMania it's going to be a madhouse. And then you got to remember your kids are going to be around the drunk belligerents of the regular Vegas crowd.
Right. That is true. Man, you're making great points here.
So, yeah, you know what I mean? So I'm just like, I didn't personally buy my ticket yet.
Neither did I.
Not many people did. I did get a cheap trip out there. We'll be linking up. But the overall card, man, I mean, I don't know if anyone's listening or going to hear this, but it is not doing it for me this year.
No, I've talked to a lot of people. I talk to the people when I go to these arenas and I go everywhere, and not a lot of people are excited about the card. Now, this is my thing. This is just me personally. I never go to WrestleMania for the actual matches because I always believe that they're gonna put on a show for us, no matter what the card is. There's been some suspect WrestleManias, 27, not too good. There's been a few. There's been a couple stinkers, but they always put on a good show. They find a way to do something. So I'm always trying to look forward to the pomp and circumstance of everything. But I definitely agree with you that the card is not something it's not like last year's card. Last year's card, you're like, all right, yeah, I can't wait. Not to mention, this past SummerSlam's card was better than WrestleMania's card. Yeah,
it was.
So,
100% agree. That's what I'm saying. And I don't know what else we're really looking forward to this year. We're gonna get Logan Paul, AJ. Great match, two great competitors. But again, that's something that they can run at any event. Those aren't like breakthrough matches to me.
I think one thing they're gonna do. To me, right now I'm wearing my Jacob Fatu shirt. I think Jacob Fatu versus LA Knight is the way to go. I think you put the U.S. title on Jacob Fatu. I think that does something. I also think that if you can highlight these women more, there are so many women in the WWE they're not using. You got to do something. Not to mention, I say you put the Andre the Giant Battle Royal back on Mania.
Yeah.
Put it back on Mania. Don't put it on SmackDown. Put it on Mania. Night 1 the women, night 2 the men, or vice versa. Whatever you got to do. I think you got to hype this up some more. I don't know what one-on-one matches other than that. Not to mention, what's Roman doing? We have no idea what Roman's doing.
It's looking like the triple threat with Punk and Rollins.
And I don't know if that's the way we want to go. I mean, that's what everybody's calling. But then, how do we? Who wins that and why? And then I don't even know what happens there. So.
Yeah, who wins that and why?
The card is lackluster. You're not wrong.
No, and like I said, that's the big. So what? That will be the night 1 main event.
You think so? You think they'd main event Punk?
They'd have to. It would be Punk, Rollins, and Roman, right?
But that to me, that diminishes the world title. And I get Jey Uso versus. Look, you got to send people home happy. That's number one. At least 100%. Night 1. Night 1, you got to send people home happy. Night 2, you can throw the swerve in if you had to. But I don't know if you main event CM Punk this year. I think you make him wait another year.
He should for a real main event,
for the title when it's CM Punk versus Cody next year. Because to me, even if Cody loses at Mania, he's going to get it right back at SummerSlam.
He is.
So
is he going to get it back off Cena?
He has to. Because you got to find a way to turn Cena back face again, so he can go off into the sunset as a good guy.
Will.
Not to mention, is this Cena thing a swerve? Are Cody and Cena working together to bring down The Rock?
That could happen too.
It's a lot that could go on, man. So I don't know. But you're not.
Cena's winning the belt, though. Agreed. In the main event of night 2.
The headline. I'm right now 50-50 on that. I want to say yeah, but then I was talking to Alan Owens, who's a great content creator, and he's like, I talked to a lot of. It's split down the middle because yes, it'd be great to see Cena win 17, but Cena's the kind of guy that doesn't care about records and everything. But then again, I don't know, man. That's the one thing. That's the one match I'm looking forward to on the whole card is Cena Cody because they can go a lot of different ways.
Yeah.
I don't know. But are you still making your trip, bro? You're still on speaker, so be careful what you say.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. 100% making the trip. Again, Mania, man, I'm not really feeling it, but it's going to be a good time with you and the boys.
That's what's going to be great because we'll be in Vegas early. You know,
Yes.
I'll be there the week before. So whenever you,
I love that.
yeah, bro, because I'm going to be at WrestleCon with Bill Alfonso and my table, and of course, Ruder Entertainment with the title belts and Vigilante Talks. So we're gonna be, I'm gonna be having a good time. But you're right, it's not kid friendly, but that's good for me. Keep your kids home. Keep your kids home.
Same here. I'm going with my my dad's coming, so you'll be hanging out with him.
Oh, that's
first,
that.
First
awesome.
day we all link up. He's a fan of yours, my dad.
Is he really?
Hell yeah. He
Oh.
was watching it before we met you at what's it called?
Get out of here, bro.
But yeah, he's like, oh, I've seen his channel. I watch his channel for real. You'll see. You'll talk to him.
Oh,
He likes you a lot. Yeah.
Tell your dad respect. That's awesome. I
Yeah.
appreciate that, man.
You'll be chilling. We're all going out to grab food that first Tuesday for sure.
Yeah. So you know my oldest son lives in Vegas as well. My oldest son Anthony,
I think you told me that.
and he works at the Westgate Hotel where WrestleCon is. Not to mention, bro, he's got hookups with all the restaurants. You know, we're gonna be eating like kings, so we good, man. Trust me.
I'm loving it, brother. I'm loving it.
Yeah,
I can't wait.
It's gonna be awesome.
We'll see what happens on the road to Mania. The Rock is going to be showing up soon, I heard.
Yeah.
Like I said, if we go back to the night one real quick main event.
Yeah.
And we're saying, do you really see Jay and Gunther being the main event? Here's my thing with that world title. They originally brought it in because it was supposed to be the Monday Night Raw World Heavyweight Champion, right?
Right.
And then Cody's the SmackDown. But why is Cody on Raw? Like, he pops up on Raw. He pops up on SmackDown. And Gunther, if you notice, has he had a main event slot with that title yet? That title has been straight to the mid card this whole time.
I agree. The only main event he had was against Cody at the Saudi pay-per-view.
Correct.
So
he hasn't had Gunther hasn't had a main event at all with that belt. That title isn't. It's a mid card belt. It's like. The IC and USA has access to both superstars.
True.
Without a doubt. Cody should just be the heavyweight champion. They got to unify those belts again.
I agree.
It doesn't make sense to have two world titles if one of them's not really treated like a world title.
True.
It's really not. It's in the opening act all the time, or the second match, or the mid-card match, or the match before the main event. It's never in a main event primetime spot. And Gunther doesn't face primetime people for that thing either.
That is true.
He hasn't, who's he defended against?
Not that many people other than Damian Priest once. You're right. There's not high-profile matches with this world title. You're not wrong.
The IC title, when he was IC champion, he was having high-profile matches
against everyone. He was
McIntyre, Sheamus.
Yes, he was a workhorse then too, man.
I know. Now he's barely wrestling right now.
It's true. You're not wrong.
I think Hunter is fumbling the rock on some of these guys.
You know, I don't want to. Here's my thing. I never like to bash Hunter because I think there's so much on his plate with everybody. And if you notice, some things do fall to the wayside, but he always finds a way to get back course correct. But right now, you're not wrong about the world title not being the world title. It's definitely back in the day when they had the world title and the WWE title, the big gold. You believed both guys were world champions.
Right. Yes. That's what I'm saying. Like, yes, dude. When they were both in the room at the same time with the titles, and they would have like a confrontation backstage at
right.
Royal Rumble or something,
you
would be like, oh man, like who's the better champion? Is it Raw? Is it SmackDown?
You believe that, I'm sorry to bring him up, but you believed Chris Benoit when he was a world champion and Eddie Guerrero were both world champions.
Champions, 100%.
Yeah, it's true. It's true. You believe you believe that Triple H and Kurt Angle were both champions. You're right.
Yes. Yep. That, 1,000,000%.
That world title had a lot of prestige. And don't get me wrong, I love this world title. I love the look of it. I love how they did a throwback to the old title. But you're right. I think they have not found a way to make this as prestigious as Cody's title. And I think the fear is that if they do that, that his popularity might diminish. But to me, Cody's untouchable. Cody has ebbs and flows with him where Cody is so popular and he's like, oh my God, I'm so bored with Cody. But then Cody cuts a promo like he did last night, like, oh my goodness, he's ready. So like Cody ain't going nowhere, bro. Cody's the face of the company. What people don't realize, Cody is John Cena right now.
No, he is. He is. That's what I'm saying. Cody is John Cena. He'll eventually turn heel too, but right now he is John Cena. He is the face. I mean, look at his feuds. He's feuded with Lesnar. He's feuded with Roman.
Yep.
He's feuding with The Rock. He's feuding with Cena now.
Like high profile people. And these guys are putting him over. Brock Lesnar did not have to put. Brock Lesnar does what he wants to do.
I know.
He tells him, I'm not losing, and he doesn't lose. And he that thing at SummerSlam last year when he hugged Cody and everything, that was not scripted. That was Lesnar saying, "Yo, give this guy the rock, give him the ball, let him roll."
It was.
And what happened? And what happened after that? Springboarded him to WrestleMania 40. And look, to me, people like, oh, Cody's so boring. He's not mainstream. Bull crap. Cody has done something that a lot of wrestlers cannot do. Very few people have done it. CM Punk has done it. Drew McIntyre has done it. They find a way to come back and reinvent themselves and bring themselves next level. This guy was Stardust 10 years ago, you know? And now he's world champion. Drew McIntyre was a skinny, pretentious little prick who now is a main event player, maybe one of the best guys in the business. What about Drew? Drew's killing it right now.
I know, he is. He is one of the best guys right now. Most entertaining, most intense in the ring.
Yeah.
He's got the look.
Yep.
Physique. He's got it all. Complete package.
Got it all. But you're not wrong. Another thing I think is a problem, too, is the women's division. The women are great. I don't think they are pushing them right. Lyra Valkyrie's IC champion doesn't do it for me.
No.
Now, Chelsea.
That women's IC title doesn't do it for me. There should be one women's world championship. Like back in the day, there was one.
Right.
And then that way, like, no one even cares about the women's world, the women's IC. There's way too many belts that have no meaning. They need one belt that has meaning. Both heavyweight and women's. Have an IC on SmackDown. Have a
US
on Raw. Whatever, definitely permanently on those shows. And the two world champions and the tag champions can wrestle on both shows.
Right.
That way you can start up feuds months in advance by having the world champion show up on SmackDown, feud with the SmackDown guy, but he's really already got a program with the Raw guy going on. Like, you could do a lot with that. Like they used to do back in the day. They would have the titles either specifically on their show, or at one point there was just one champion when the draft first happened, and the champion would be on both shows.
Right. Right.
Like, then they drafted Brock specifically to SmackDown. Stephanie did, so they brought the world title and gave it to Triple H.
Right.
But at first, Brock was on both shows with that belt. He was on SmackDown and Raw, or vice versa, or whoever held that during the draft period.
100%.
And then I don't like it. So we'll see what they do. Hopefully they clean it up, because it doesn't make sense. They have drafts every year and they don't stick to them. No,
and people like us, we're historians of the game, so you can't fool us. Like, we want to see some, we want to see some good stuff, No,
it's true, guy.
Yeah,
I mean, you've been in the game longer than me, but I've been in it for a while, and I see what you see. We have the same point of view on a lot of these things. So
yeah, man. I don't know. We'll see, bro. We'll see.
Good shit. Good talk, man. Good talk.
Yeah, you too, bro. Be safe in your travels.
Yeah, I'll be in touch. We'll talk later.
We'll talk, because we got to talk about Raw. But be safe. But yeah, Raw Monday night's gonna be off the hook. That cage match.
Yeah, 100.
I'll call you this afternoon, bro. Hit me up this afternoon. Yeah. All right, brother.
That sounds great.
Love you, brother. Love you, brother.
Love you, man.
Guys,
you, man.
That's Matt Kempke, the Vlog Warriors. Subscribe to the Vlog Warriors. What a vlog. See you, Matt.
What a vlog. Yeet.
Yeet. Later. Guys, the Vlog Warriors, they make their rounds, bro. Like, they They do their thing. So look, let's talk about Naomi. So Kira and I disagree on some things. And I wish he was awake so we could actually talk about this. But Kira loved this segment last night, right? She loved the Jade Cargill Bianca deal thing. She loved it. Me, I'm I don't know where I'm at with this, because I still don't think that Bianca's her hands are clean. I really think that this is a swerve. I really think that Bianca is the orchestrator of this whole thing. I think Bianca has orchestrated this entire thing. I think that she has asked Naomi to throw interference because she was tired of carrying Jade. If you noticed last night, Bianca and Naomi did not go to blows. You know? And it was just weird to me that these two who are so close, that fisticuffs did not ensue. There were no blows thrown. And I think it was so convenient, very convenient, that Bianca walks away and then Naomi's like, "Beep, come back here. Yeah, you BIT." And then Jade comes out. You know what I mean? I'm going to stick with my original booking. Bianca is the one that attacked Jade. Her and Naomi are working together. Don't be surprised, guys, if Naomi wins the other title, the one that Tiffy's carrying. Don't be surprised if Naomi and Bianca are both world champions at some point at the same time. I think this is a great way to hide Jade Cargill's lack of experience. Look, you cannot deny the fact that Jade Cargill is a beast. She is great at what she does. She's a star. Now her wrestling, it's not the best. It's not. But she has an aura about her. She has a definite, she has a way about her that people love. Like last night in Wells Fargo, Jade Cargill was over. I mean, people were losing their mind. You know, they were seriously losing their minds. And Me personally, I get it. She's great to look at. She's athletic. Thank you, Sandy. Jade has the it factor. You are right. This is them in happier times right there. Pointing at last year's WrestleMania sign, which, but my thing was this with Kira, and I would love to get Kira's take on this later. We'll do a show later about this. Interesting thought. Yeah, right. Here was my thing. You got these 3 black women, these 3 black queens, and they're all fighting and being catty with each other. Now, Kira's like, Dad, it was good. You read into things too much. Oh, it's true, I do. But you got 3 black women superstars. Out of the 3 of them, of course, Bianca Belair is the most well-known, but Naomi has been there over 10 years, and she has paid her dues, and she is great. She's come a long way. She's main event caliber. And Jade, who is still, getting her feet wet, she is the ultimate marketing dream. You look at her like, oh my God. What else can you say? You see her and you see a superstar. I don't think there was any need to make these 3 women fight each other. You could have given Naomi the U.S. title somewhere down the road. You could have given Jade the IC, or you could have made Jade and Naomi the tag team champions. I think that it does a disservice to the 3 of them to break them up. Now, in aspects of storyline, Bianca needs to be a heel. We got to see that, But my thing is, can Jade carry herself as a face alone? This ain't AEW, man. It's WWE. You got to have decent matches. You can't squash everybody. You can't come in and squash Naomi. You can't come in and squash Bianca Belair. That ain't going to happen. I don't know. Hold on, guys. Texting my man Ruda. I just think that they've got to book this properly. If they do it right, it could be a great story. If Bianca and Naomi are working together, awesome. My question is, does Jade get a partner? Do they bring somebody in to help Jade? So we'll see. Or does Naomi become Bianca's flunky? I don't know. We'll see. But I'm looking forward to WrestleMania. I'm hoping that Rhea Ripley gets in as the triple threat. A lot of people don't want to see it. I do. I was talking to Matt Kemke on the phone right there. I don't think Io Sky versus Bianca Belair screams WrestleMania. It doesn't. So we'll see. Talked about Jade. Talked about Bianca. Talked about Naomi. Talked about Cody. Let's close it out with the match that everybody wanted to see. Well, not really, but LA Knight. Once again, United States champion. Great. And where do you go from there? Shinsuke Nakamura, who is one of the greatest wrestlers on the planet, looks like he's never going to get that world title he deserves. They dropped the ball with Shinsuke back at WrestleMania 34. WrestleMania 34 in New Orleans, where WrestleMania will be next year. He should have beat AJ Styles. He should have beat AJ Styles. Shinsuke Nakamura not having a world championship is terrible. You know, it's rough. It is rough. Yeah, man. Sandy, you're right. Like I just said, he should have won against AJ at WrestleMania 34. I don't know, guys. If I'm WWE right now, there's only one person that deserves that U.S. title other than L.A. Knight. Yeah. And it's this guy right here. The Samoan Werewolf. Jacob Fatu. Jacob Fatu has to become a champion. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. He came in killing the game. Killing it. He's a big star. If you don't know Jacob Fatu, you better get to know him, because Jacob Fatu and I predicted this, and I'm going to stick with my prediction. Jacob Fatu could be in one of the main events next year at WrestleMania. Jacob Fatu could be world champion next year. Could be wrestling for the world title next year at WrestleMania. You know? This guy's the best talent WWE has right now. He has everything. Great wrestler. Can talk on the mic. Athletic. He may be one of the best big men and yes, he's a big man. He might be one of the best big men in the business. He rivals Bam Bam Bigelow in aspects of athleticism. You know, he may be better, honestly. You know, I just think that for WrestleMania, you've got to do something major with this guy, because Jacob Fatu is that talent that you cannot let them fall to the wayside. You know. And yes, Obafemi is good as well. I'd love to see him on the main roster in the next 6 months. But I think that this year's WrestleMania, Jacob Fatu can get a match against LA Knight. He'll be the new champion. There's so many variables right now in the WWE that they can go in any direction. We'll see. All right, guys. Just want to touch base with you guys because we didn't do a show last night. Friday, during SmackDown in Barcelona, we'll be having a major announcement for the channel. It's going to be all over social media in an upcoming week about the Tantalizing Tag Team Wrestling podcasts and things that are going on. So hopefully you guys tune in Friday. Not to mention Monday is Monday Night Raw in New York City. Kira will be right here at this desk. I will be in New York. Hopefully getting some good footage. What's up, Nick? All right, guys. Any last comments before I call it a day? Get my Saturday started? Let me know. Last comments. Any last comments? I will be playing I will be playing WWE 2K25. Yes, I will be. And I will be streaming it as well. Because because I definitely want to touch base with people with that game. So that's next week, guys. This week coming up, March 14th. This week. I love you too. Love you, Sandy. Thank you, Sandy. Sandy's from Germany, guys. Sandy's a good dude, bro. Always supports. Love you. Oh, you have it already. Good for you. You got released before we did because we're in America and where we suck. Thank you, Captain Chaos. I love you, Captain Chaos. Thank you. I appreciate that. You guys are the best. Shout out to Alan Owens, who I talked to last night. If you guys don't know Alan Owens, check him out on Instagram and YouTube. I will actually put Alan Owens' deal up there so you guys can follow him because he has great content. Great content. As is my boy Vigilante Talks. I'm gonna put both of them up there. Let me get the Instagram up. Do me a favor, guys, and follow these dudes because they are talented at what they do. And it would behoove you to follow them because they are that good at what they do. You want good wrestling content? This is where you go. This is Vigilante Talks, guys. Please subscribe to check him out. Follow him on Instagram. Boom. That's him right there. Okay. This is Vigilante Talks. 36,000 plus followers on the gram. He has great takes. You really want to watch his stuff. Trust me. And then, let's find Alan's. Oh, there's a search right there. This is Alan's right here. He was at SmackDown last night, as you can see. 136,000 followers. A New York guy. It's crazy that me and Alan know a lot of the same people, and I didn't know that. That's Alan on the gram. Please follow him as well. Not that he needs my endorsement, but every follower helps, you know? And then, of course, guys, I would be remiss if I didn't put my boy up there, Rooted Entertainment. Guys, if you want custom title belts, customs, you got to follow Ruda. If you can dream it, we can create it. Get a live digital demonstration on the show. Kira will literally design your title with you. So, yeah, then there's that. All right, guys. Instagram, Twitter, Twitch, all you jabronis. Thanks for watching. Appreciate you guys. We'll be live Monday. Excuse me. We'll be live Monday for Raw. I won't be here, but Kira will be. Big announcement coming up for the channel. You definitely don't want to miss this. Friday for SmackDown in Barcelona. Kira and I will be here, and we're gonna announce some big announcement for the channel. So be ready. All right, guys. Thanks for watching. Have a great Saturday. Enjoy your weekend. Stay safe. And as always, do I do best? And that's stay tantalizing.